Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 2, season 2 of my Rebuilding Wigan series. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you smash the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and go and check out all my other content, especially Tame Valley. Love that series. I love it a lot. Hopefully you'll enjoy it too. Now, this season we found ourselves, well, we got ourselves promoted. It was pretty dramatic, but I love playing it. Now, I do apologise. Normally I can bash out a season pretty quick, but I've had a very busy week. My wife's been poorly. I've been working a lot, and I've got a baby and a 3-year-old, so it's been a bit tough. But here we are, and we could have another dramatic end, although I'm staying up. Are we going up? There's quite a bit to get through. I don't know how it's going to pan out, but I can't wait. I've been looking forward to finishing it off with you. So let's get into it. Now, we'll start with the squad. Now, it's the beginning of July at this point, and I've done a little bit of work because my entire squad's contracts ran out at the end of June in 21. Apart from one player, Tom Pearce, he had a year left on his. So I had to make decisions, and obviously, as you can see, I've decided on a few players who I've given new contracts to, and then there's a lot of players I haven't. They're on rolling contracts, so I've still got a squad, because if you haven't got any players, you're not going to bring any players in. So it's a case of see who I could get, and then if I don't need these guys, I can just release them. But if I need them, they're there as backup, and I'll offer them a new contract. Yeah, it was a tough summer, and one of the reasons why it's took me quite a long time to play is I spent absolutely hours on it, really, with my pad and my pen, planning out, trying to sign anyone. There wasn't a lot of thought into it. It was basically just get what I can get. Now, obviously, we had the takeover, and it cleared the debts, I think, and put a few million in, and we got another couple of million, but we are nowhere near rich. Any transfers I was going to make were going to be tiny ones. Any money we do have may be pushed into the wages. Look at the loan market. Basically, I was desperate. I was really desperate, and I had no idea how the season was going to pan out. And by the end of July and the start of the season, I'd spent a whopping £675,000. I brought in a lot of frees. Some of the fees I've spent are minimal. Guys are on the transfer list, and like I said, I'd been scouting. I didn't have many options. I couldn't go out there and build this superstar team. It was a case of just looking at them and thinking, right, you're not the best, but you could do a job. You're better than what I've got. I'll have to make do. And I was just basically, it's like throwing a lot of turd at the wall and hoping some of it sticks. So this is a squad. The range by position, you can see it's fairly big-ish. There was still maybe a few tweaks I was going to do to it with players leaving or maybe dropping down to the under-23s. But what I want to do quickly is to show you the 22-man squad I've ended up with. Backup goalkeeper is young Owen Evans. I think he's the keeper I had in the penalty shootout at last season's playoffs. So he was younger, so I decided to keep him. On a free transfer from Chelsea, we've signed Jamal Blackman, who's been everywhere on loan. But I think he's a definite improvement, and he was the best I could get. At right back, we have two new players, both signed on free transfers. The first is Matthew Pennington, who's been around a bit, 26 years old, can play at centre half, which will be useful. And Josh Cogley, who again looks alright. I like his pace, got a bit of potential about him. He's 25 years old. This is what it is, free transfers and nobodies, but I've enjoyed it because I think a lot of players I've signed on this rebuild this summer that I've never had before. At left back, we still have Tom Pearce, loads of potential. He's only 23. Had a lot of interest. Could have sold him for a good chunk of money. I think 300 or 400 grand. Some of the bids I was getting for him. But yeah, we'll keep him. Next Fulham player we signed from Lincoln for about 90 grand. Who I just liked his all-round game and the fact that he can play multiple positions and possibly going to play in midfield. He could play on the wing. We've loaned Thomas Connor in from Southampton. Again, can play at left back, can play in the middle, can play on the wing. 3 positions we'll need. So yeah, useful. Signed on a free, it's ex-Everton lad Brendan Galloway, who can play at left back, right back, centre half. Again, bargain. Centre half was a struggle, and I've ended up loaning players in, but I've been in the Championship loads of times on rebuilds and been able to bring in some proper good talent from big Premier League clubs. That wasn't an option this time. Even though we've got good facilities, I'm guessing our reputation's too low. Oliver Casey from Leeds, and the fact that these guys have got no faces means obviously new players, and my face pack isn't updated well enough. If they become decent, and I keep him next year, or I ever sign him, I might put the faces on. This kid has a face. On loan from Burnley, Bobby Thomas. So yeah, that's my defence and my goalkeepers. Up to midfield, and obviously I need players who can play as a defensive midfielder and a central midfielder, really, in case I switch things up this season. I'll talk about tactic in a minute. But we've got Jacob Davenport from Blackburn, and I think he looks good. Alfie McCalmont on loan from Leeds, another player from Leeds United. Loads of potential. Excited to see what he can do. He's already played for Northern Ireland. On the left, we've still got Cal Naismith, 29-year-old Scotsman. Very good player. Did really well for me last year. And again, he's just one of the utility players that you're going to need in a team like ours. Signed from Norwich for a whopping 375 grand. Probably my biggest purchase is this young winger, Daniel Sinani. Is that how you say his name? I think he's at Norwich. He's been on loan somewhere last year. He's from Luxembourg. He's 24. Don't know how much he's going to improve. But yeah, I think he's probably the best winger I could find. On the right, we've still got Ollie Crankshaw, mainly because he can play on both wings, and mainly because I couldn't find anyone else. One player I did find, and it's going to be my starter, is Harry Anderson. He's played all around this kind of level, below us, really. 24. I don't know if he's going to improve, but he looks pretty quick, can dribble. We'll see. Playing behind the strikers, potentially, or in midfield, or on the wing, it's Callum Lang. He was on loan last year, even though he's one of our best young players. Tons of interest. He actually wanted to leave himself, but there's no way I'm letting him leave. He hasn't got a year left on his deal. He might leave next year. We'll see. You might notice maybe some of the players I've shown you haven't even got a contract, so that would be rectified eventually, don't worry. I was still seeing if I could bring players in at this point. Bit of an hero last year is Charlie Jolly. We'll see how much game time he gets. Don't know if he'll get much. He might even go out on loan. For £35,000, it's peanuts, isn't it? We've signed James Norwood, 30 from Ipswich. He's been in League One with Ipswich for years. But again, I couldn't... Best of a bad bunch, really. I've signed Elliot Lee from Luton for about 71 grand. He seems alright. If he gets me a couple of goals, I'll be happy. I've re-signed Will Keane because he tore it up last year, and I think he has potential to still do it again. Hopefully. Favourites to go down in the bottom three there. Second favourites, 23rd, I think will be. With Wycombe below us, Oxford just above us, but we were favourites to go down last year. And I got recommended a great tactic. If you want to know what it is, go back to the last episode. It's on Steam. I think it's he's a great content creator for tactics and databases. I was thinking about changing it, and I thought to myself, no, I had so much fun playing the game. It's like he should have called the tactic the kamikaze. Just going at teams. Maybe we can just shock teams by going at them, and maybe we'll let a lot of goals in, but maybe we'll score some too. But this is a different league. There's teams in this league that have just come from the Premier League. Some massive, massive clubs in this division. Would it work? I was going to see if it would. What I could do is the staff, and I had a very small staff last year. I didn't have any money for half the season. And then when we did get some money, I thought, we're doing okay without them. Let's push on through, and it worked. But I do believe staff help you. So I wanted to build my own staff this year, so everyone went. Most of the contracts were up anyway. And I've started slowly at this point, building my staff up. The coaching team's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. I've got old TC as my assistant. Never had him before, but I think he looks like a really good assistant. Used to work for United, used to play for Man City, didn't he? Tony Coton. Now, head of youth development is Sean Cowling, who is a regen, but pretty good, I'd say, for us. As a goalkeeping coach, I've got Simon Royce, very good at this level. We've got a fitness coach, Adrian Lamb, 15 fitness. I'd take that all day long. My coaching team, now I'm pretty happy with this. I've got Andy Cole, Man United legend, treble winner, as my attack coach. I've got Patrick Muller, who I've got his defending, tactical, working with youngsters, mentors, really good. And then we've got Liverpool legend Sammy Ippier, who's a brilliant defensive coach. What does my board expect from me? Fight bravely, be competitive, reach the second round of Carabao Cup. Expectations are low, and I like that because then you can bust them. You can freaking, when you do really well, it looks good for you, doesn't it? So jump forward now to the 1st of January, but let's just have a quick look at pre-season. We played a few Scottish teams, a couple of other teams, a team that I nearly did the rebuild with, Portsmouth, and we beat them. Played Lyon as well, and they're pretty good. So, yeah, I don't go off this too much. But, you know, I felt quite good about this team. I love patching a team together with nobodies, with a bit of sellotape and blue tack. I've said this before, I love it. It's so much fun. Onto the Carabao Cup, and my thoughts were no pressure really. This was the most of the second round, and so I B-teamed it. Whatever my best team was at the time, I just rotate it completely. Give everyone else who weren't playing a game. I didn't care. It's all about the league, innit? And sometimes I'll go in with that philosophy and then change my mind. Well, I stuck with it, and we beat Grimsby 2-0. So we got to the second round, bored, happy, and then beat Sheffield Wednesday with a B team, which I think is amazing. And then we got battered off Southampton, but I'm okay with it. This is where you earn your bread and butter, and I think this is where I've really started to fall in love with this tactic. Will Keane loves it. Scoring goals for fun. The league's leading goal scorer with 16 goals, and we found ourselves at 8. I'd take that all day long. I'd take mid-table, because I didn't believe it was going to be in a relegation battle. I don't know why, I just didn't. I mean, Derby, Blackburn, and Wednesday are. That blows my mind, because I bet they've got some good players. And then plucky little Wigan with its ragtag squad of nobodies is 8th behind the mighty Hood. So 36 points, we're not even that far off the playoffs. Lost 5, drawn a lot, won 8, and still scoring way more goals than anyone else with the strikers I've got. So very proud of that, because I bet there's some quality strikers in this league. There is. So yeah, this tactic's so much fun. Really fun. Kamikaze, man. Should call it the kamikaze. Because defensively it's still turd. Now I have been told it can be better if the better your defenders. Makes sense to me. But it is what it is. I've got the players I've got. And I'm at a point now where I've always liked having good defences and doing well, but if I'm winning, I'm winning. With a team like this, if I'm winning, I don't care if it's 6-5 or whatever it is. Let's have a look at some of the results, and we started off fantastic. We didn't get beat till mid-September. We didn't win too many, we drew a lot. But very, very proud of these. I was like, wow, I mean, look at that. Classic game. And then we went and started losing a bit. We do like a draw, but we like to score. Some of these games have been absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Derby 4-2. Fulham 4-2, so much fun. It's been a joy. It's been a slog because I've not been able to just get stuck into it and pump it my way through. I've been doing it in little bits, and I do have a theory about saving it and starting again. Sometimes your form can change, and I've talked about this with loads of subscribers and content creators, and they believe it too. A quick look at the squad. It's arranged by appearances, so you can see all the main guys who are playing for me. We'll change it to goals. You can see Will Keane's been brilliant. Ollie Crankshaw, I've never give him a deal. No one wants him. He's there as a backup. Not really bothered. Don't want to waste money, if I'm honest. If I click to assist, you know, Kai Naismith, he's such an handy player. Really handy player. I mean, we're not kicking ass on the average ratings, but as a unit, they're doing enough. And it is basically just about staying in the league, innit? That's the main thing. So if we can get as high as we can, that's fantastic. I'm not doing anything with the club. I'm not trying to do anything or like improve any facilities because they're good enough. I ain't really got the money. So we're now at the back end of April, right near the very, very end of the season. And this is our FA Cup run. Now, I did make a few changes. I didn't always B-team this, I'll be honest with you. Mainly because that's the way fixtures were panning out. And we did well. MK Dons should be beating them. They were at the time near the bottom of League One. Leicester, though, don't understand that. And then we got our ass kicked to Wolves. So 5th round, pretty pleased. Probably went too far. Callum Lang, he won't sign a new deal. He's gone out to America. Good luck to him. It is what it is. We've got a season out of him. That's all that matters. I've just done a bid for Blackman from Atlanta United in the MLS for 4.3 million, which I've turned down because he's a good keeper. Cost me nothing. If a bigger bid comes in, it'd be hard to say no. If I get like 5 million, as good as he is, I might sell him because that to us is freaking absolute mega money, which would help because this club's running really well. I mean, what? How long's it been? Nearly 5 months, and I've only lost 200 grand since I last saw you. Now, it looks good, that, doesn't it? But we're on a bit of a. It's a bit like that. We've been a bit bad recently. We were higher in the playoffs, or we had more chance of securing our spot, but bottling it. I feel like we've bottled it the last couple of games, and I've ended up on my last game of the season on 69 points, level with Reading, level with Bristol City, and Swansea are only a point behind us, so anything can happen. If you're wondering, this is the final running quickly. Obviously started off well, lost 3, and then went on this absolutely amazing run. But then look, recently, you can see what I mean. One win out of 6 is why we're now at the arse end. We really could have secured an easy playoff spot if we'd have just played a little better, but we're freaking Wigan with a patched up squad. This is our squad arranged by average rating. You can see Elliot Lee. I was like, really? I'm signing him? What a goal machine. An absolute little goal machine. Look at that. Elliot Lee. You heard it here. 27-year-old Elliot Lee. Don't give up on players, man. Don't give up. And Will Keane, the force, an absolute force. Hopefully they can do it for us in this live com. We're going to have a little cheeky one, because if we do win, we'll be in the playoffs, and then obviously we want to see what happens with that, don't we? So I'm probably just going to film everything. Here we go, and the match got moved to TV, but I think it would do, wouldn't it, because of the importance of the game. Got a pretty good side out here. They're all linked up. I've decided to put Lang on the bench. Got a great front 3. Hopefully we could do something. I'm excited. So yeah, it has been a bit of a slog, like I said, but you know, understandable. I normally can bash it out, but sometimes I work splits, and before I had the baby, like last year with the rebuilds, I could come home and I had 4 to 5 hours on my own, and I'd just focus on it. But obviously my wife's at home at the minute, my little boy's at home because schools are shut, so it's a different world for me at the minute. I've got so many videos I'd love to make, I just haven't got the time. Here's Naismith, can we get an early goal? But yeah, this team, that's what I love about it. It always reminds me of my Ayr United series from a couple of years ago where, oh come on Will, where I had to build a team every year. It felt like I could only offer small contracts. Every year I'd lose half my team. I had to sign 3 signings, and I had to itch my way up to the top flight and do well. This ain't feeling good, this ain't feeling good. I feel like I've got a team with no names, but that's exciting, because a lot of the times these rebuilds as well, sometimes it's really hard to not just keep signing the same player. Here's Anderson, nice touch, nice finish. Anderson then with a vision pass to Sinani. Oh, do we deserve this? I don't know, but we're winning. Okay, we kick off the second half. They've had way more chances. They've got better XG. They've just not put the ball in the back of the net. They've come close, got to be honest, a few times. We've finished our chances. Just need to win. We just need to win. Come on, boys. Oh, here's Philippe Cruz now, though, for Bristol City. Nice little ball. Look at that from Galloway. They're putting this pressure on. I feel like a close chance of a goal's coming or a penalty. Right, Mr. Worth 4.3 million Blackman. You can do this. Do you Bruce Grobbelaar? Whenever they do a Grobbelaar, they save it. Oh, told you he's their best player. He's looked dangerous all game. Scored the penalty. Anyway, can we get another one? That would be pretty special. Oh, oh, it's not up. It's not over. It's not over. I thought it might have been over. We've got the ball back in the box. Oh, wow. I didn't expect that. Keane to Lee. I didn't expect that. I thought it was like end of a highlight, and it ended up getting long balled. Keane to Lee. Goal. There you go. It didn't matter what anyone else did. We've secured our playoff spot. A little playoff adventure, but West Brom, Fulham and Sheffield United, all Premier League teams at this moment in time in real life. And this is the second season, so they're the ones that came down, aren't they? So we've drawn West Brom, a team I know well, with Carl and Grant. A team we've played 3 times and haven't beat. First leg was at home, and I didn't record it, I've just played it because I thought we were going to get battered because I haven't beaten them. I thought, we'll see what happens with this and we'll have a go at the second one. But we've put up a fight here. Well, they went 1-0 up pretty early. Was it around 8 minutes, I think? I'm thinking, here we go. I want to get me backside pounded. But like I said, we've got a bit of about us, and here's Lee. And Lee is just dangerous. So Will King got injured, so he's out for 4 weeks, which is a big loss to us. We've still got Lee, but I've got Jolly up top. Could do a bit more playoff heroics from the young Jolster. Oh yeah, I mean, we need a miracle here. This is the 5th time we've played him and we've never beat him. If we get this miracle, fantastic. I mean, but they have a better team. They've still got Slaven Bilic, I think, as the manager. And I loved my save. I don't know if you've seen it with West Brom, but we've got an early attack here. Can Lee do anything with it? Oh, come on, Galloway. Get in the box. Just get in the box. Go on, Anderson. But we can be dangerous. And here's Anderson now on the right-hand side. Sticks it right in the middle. That's what you want. Just get it in the box. When it gets scrappy and someone might just get a toe on it. I love that. Right, come on, boys. Lang. Is this Lang's last ever game for the mighty Wigan Athletic? No idea. O'Connor trying to thread it through to Lee. Lee to Jolly. Back to Lee. Furlong now. Can they get themselves back into it? No. It's like my boys are just wanting this more. Here's Lee. Finds Jolly. Vision pass through to Lanzini, and they've got themselves back into it. Fair play. 11th goal of the season. That got the boys motivated. This is insane. I do love this game though. It's so unrealistic sometimes, isn't it? But it's still fun to play. Like my Tame Valley series, if you've not watched that, go and watch it. I think it's the best thing we've ever done. I love it. I love the story element to it. Oh, he's not giving up there, and they are back in there. Started watching it and then you stopped. I think you're missing out, because genuinely it's one of the things that gets better as it goes on. You start to really, we're all like, people who are still watching it, we're starting to know the players, and a lot of the people who are in the game are actually coming on the series and speaking as themselves, doing Zoom interviews, and the way the club's growing, developing, and what's gone on. I think it's brilliant. I really do. And I've loved the fact I've been able to raise money from shirt sales for this amazing mental health charity, Evolving Mindset. Ooh, bastard. I made a ton of changes. 15 minutes to go. I'm going attacking. We've got to try and salvage something. I'm happy. I'm happy either way. I can't lie. Come on. We've got one last throw of the dice. No. I mean, they've got a lot of quality. I know a lot of these players. They're a good team. And yeah, there you go. Game over. So this is the final table. I am super proud of that. Really enjoyable season. Something to build on, like I said. 2 guys in the top 3 goal scorers. Sheffield United won the playoff final 1-0 in extra time. Preston, Oxford and Wednesday have gone down. Might have a cheeky look at what players they've got. 5 million in the bank. Lots of wiggle room in the wages, I reckon. Hopefully there's some good free signings and some better quality players wanting to come to us. So again, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Go and watch Tame Valley. Do it for me. Thank you very much. You won't regret it. I promise you. Come back for season 3. I'll try and get through it as quick as possible. Hopefully I can. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll plough through it. And yeah, I'd love to know what you think. It's been amazing. I love this tactic. Try it out for yourself. I can highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Got it then. 2-0 up. 2-0 up. I started to dream. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fit everything in, so I'm going to stop talking. I hope you're happy. I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. I'm Booed. I'll see you next time.